Here are Grandpa's 39 plus amazing handyman tips and hacks that work extremely well. Use titanium hammers to protect joints. Grandpa swore by titanium hammers for reducing strain. Grip the handle near the base for better leverage. Swing with a relaxed motion, allowing the lightweight metal to do the work. Titanium absorbs shock more effectively than steel, preventing joint pain and fatigue. This makes it ideal for long projects or aging hands. A quality hammer improves accuracy and efficiency. Choose one with a comfortable grip for added control, and your hands will thank you after long hours of work. Find studs with a magnet. Did you know that magnets can locate hidden wall studs? Slide a strong magnet across the drywall until it clings to a hidden nail or screw. Mark the spot and continue to confirm the stud's width. Neodymium magnets work best due to their strength. This method avoids electronic stud finders and ensures secure mounting for shelves and frames. Hot glue secures low-voltage wires. Hot glue holds low-voltage wires in place without damaging surfaces. Apply small glue dots along the wire's path and press gently until secure. This method works on baseboards, ceilings, and behind furniture, while staying flexible for future adjustments. Unlike tape, hot glue peels off cleanly when removed. It's a practical, mess-free way to manage wires, and it won't leave sticky residue behind. Use curtain rods as plant stakes. Curtain rods double as durable plant supports. Push the rod into the soil near the plant's base, tying stems loosely with soft fabric strips. Their adjustable length makes them perfect for various plant heights. The smooth surface prevents stem damage, offering sturdy, flexible support. Extendable rods work well for climbing plants or heavy stems. Paint ceilings before walls. Did you know that you can avoid drips on walls by painting the ceiling first? Use a roller with an extension pole and start in one corner, rolling in overlapping strokes. Work toward natural light to spot uneven spots. A thicker, low-spatter roller reduces mess. Gravity causes ceiling paint to drip, so finishing walls afterward prevents streaks. Grandpa advised using drop cloths to protect floors. Taping edges ensures sharp, clean lines. This method saves effort and prevents unnecessary touch-ups. Tape a sander to a vacuum for less dust. Minimize dust by attaching a shop vacuum hose to your power sander with duct tape. Turn on the vacuum before sanding to capture debris instantly. A fine mesh vacuum filter improves efficiency. This setup prevents dust from settling on surfaces and in the air. It works well for drywall and wood projects. Always wear a dust mask for added safety. Less dust means less cleanup and a healthier workspace. Use the right shovel. Pick a pointed tip shovel for digging and a flat one for scooping. A sharp edge cuts through compact soil easily. Position the shovel at an angle and push with your foot for better leverage. For lifting, bend your knees instead of straining your back. A wide, ergonomic handle improves grip. Cleaning and oiling the blade prevents rust, ensuring longevity. The right tool makes outdoor work faster and easier. Hang frames with floss. Floss provides a strong, nearly invisible way to hang lightweight frames. Loop floss through the frame's hooks, tying it securely. Stretch the floss over a nail or wall hook for easy adjustments. Waxed floss improves grip, reducing slipping. This hack allows for minor height corrections without drilling new holes. This works best for small frames, and it avoids the hassle of tangled metal wires. Spray screens with vinyl protectant. Keep screens dust-free by applying a thin layer of vinyl protectant. Spray lightly on both sides, then wipe with a microfiber cloth. The protectant prevents static buildup, reducing dust accumulation. It also maintains screen flexibility, preventing cracks over time. Use this hack seasonally for long-lasting results. A cleaner screen means better airflow and less household dust. Fix disposals with an Allen wrench. Clear a jammed garbage disposal Using an Allen wrench, insert it into the hex slot at the bottom of the unit. Turn it back and forth to loosen debris. Run water while testing the disposal to flush out remaining particles. If the motor overheats, press the reset button underneath. Avoid harsh chemicals as they can damage the internal components. Regularly, grinding ice cubes and citrus peels helps keep blades sharp and fresh. Clamp posts before pouring concrete. Ensure level and secure fence or deck posts by clamping them in place before pouring concrete. Use a spirit level and secure the post with braces to prevent movement. Pour the concrete around the base, allowing it to set for at least 24 hours. A properly stabilized post prevents leaning over time. Use fast-setting concrete for quicker results. Checking alignment before the mix hardens saves time and effort in future adjustments. Use a can opener to remove old caulk. A manual can opener cuts through old caulk with ease. Run the wheel along the seam to lift and loosen the caulk strip. Peel away the remaining residue with a utility knife or a scraper. Clean the area with rubbing alcohol before applying fresh caulk. This method is especially useful in tight spaces where standard tools struggle. Avoid using excessive force as it may damage delicate surfaces like tile or glass. Wrap tack pullers with duct tape. Prevent scratches when removing staples or tacks by wrapping the base of the tack puller with duct tape. The soft layer acts as a cushion, protecting wood and painted surfaces. Position the tool at a slight angle and apply steady pressure to lift the fastener. This trick is especially helpful when working on furniture restoration. If dealing with stubborn tacks, heat them slightly with a hairdryer to loosen their grip. Use solid plywood, not OSIB. Opt for solid plywood instead of oriented strand board, OSB, for stronger, longer-lasting construction. According to Grandpa, plywood resists moisture better and holds screws more securely. When cutting, use a fine-tooth blade to prevent splintering. Seal the edges with wood glue or paint to prevent delamination. While OSB is cheaper, it swells when exposed to water. Investing in high-quality plywood ensures durability, especially for flooring, roofing, and cabinetry projects. Wear a tool belt. Keep pencils. A well-organized tool belt keeps essential items like pencils, screws, and tape measures within reach. Store pencils in a designated loop or pocket for easy access. Having them handy prevents constant trips to grab another one. A carpenter's pencil is ideal for marking wood and drywall since it doesn't roll away. Keeping frequently used tools in the same spot builds efficiency. A well-balanced tool belt also reduces strain, making long projects more manageable. Use a radio to check breakers. An AM radio can help locate faulty breakers. Turn on the radio and set it between stations to hear static. Walk near the breaker panel and flip each switch while listening. A working circuit will cause interference or a brief silence in the radio's static. This trick is useful for identifying power issues in circuits. Always double-check with the voltage tester before working. Safety gloves and proper precautions prevent electrical shocks. Cut stainless steel slowly. A slow, steady approach ensures clean stainless steel cuts. Use a fine-tooth blade on a jigsaw or circular saw. Applying too much speed causes excessive heat, warping the material. Lubricate the blade with cutting oil to reduce friction and extend blade life. Unclamping the steel firmly prevents vibrations that lead to jagged edges. After cutting, smooth rough edges with a metal file. Cooling the blade between cuts prevents overheating and blade dullness. Caulk garage doors to prevent leaks. Seal gaps in garage doors with high-quality exterior caulk. Clean the area thoroughly before application to ensure proper adhesion. Apply a smooth, continuous bead along the bottom and sides where water seeps through. Silicone or polyurethane caulk works best for flexibility and weather resistance. Allow it to dry completely before exposure to moisture. Periodically inspect the seal for cracks or shrinkage. Reapplying every few years helps maintain energy efficiency and prevents pest entry. Turn off breakers. Check wires. Before working on any electrical system, Grandpa said it's important to shut off the breaker to prevent shocks. Use a voltage tester to confirm power is completely off. Secure loose or exposed wires with wire nuts and electrical tape. Damaged wiring should be replaced rather than repaired. Labeling each breaker helps for future maintenance. Double-checking with a multimeter adds an extra layer of safety before making repairs. Always follow local electrical codes for proper installations. Stop squeaky floors with L-brackets. Secure loose subflooring with L-brackets to eliminate squeaks. Position the bracket where the subfloor meets the joist, ensuring a snug fit. Use wood screws to fasten the bracket tightly, reinforcing weak spots. This method stabilizes movement, preventing friction that causes noise. If possible, apply construction adhesive along the joint for extra security. This fix works well in areas where nails or screws alone don't hold. Avoid over-tightening screws, as this can cause cracks in older wood flooring. Attach a vacuum to your saw. Dust control is essential when cutting wood indoors. Attach a shop vacuum hose to the saw's dust port using a hose adapter or duct tape. Secure the connection firmly to prevent leaks. Turn on the vacuum before cutting to capture sawdust at the source. This keeps the workspace cleaner and reduces airborne particles. A dust-free work area improves visibility, making cuts more precise. For best results, empty the vacuum bin frequently to maintain strong suction. Use wire loops to lift pavers. Moving heavy pavers by hand can be tricky. Wrap strong wire or a thick cable around the paver's edges to create a secure loop. Insert a sturdy handle or a wooden dowel through the loop for a better grip. Lift evenly to prevent chipping or cracking. This method reduces strain on your back and fingers, making the job easier. For larger pavers, use 2 loops on opposite ends for balanced lifting. A dolly can also help transport multiple pavers with less effort. Pre-wrap electrical tape for easy use. Unrolling electrical tape while working can be frustrating. Before starting a job, pull out a section and loosely wrap it around a screwdriver handle or tool. This allows for quick access without fumbling. Pre-wrapping also prevents the tape from sticking to itself inside the roll. When securing wires, apply slight tension while wrapping for a firm hold. Using high-quality electrical tape ensures better insulation and longer-lasting seals. Always check that the tape is rated for the correct voltage before using it on live wires. Keep tools off the ground. Prevent tripping hazards by storing tools properly. Use a pegboard, magnetic strip, or wall-mounted racks to organize frequently used tools. When working on site, place tools on a workbench or in a designated container instead of scattering them on the floor. Keeping tools elevated reduces dirt buildup and prevents accidental damage. A tidy workspace increases efficiency and ensures tools are always within reach. At the end of the day, wipe down tools to remove dust and moisture, preventing rust. Snap off dull utility blade tips. Extend the life of your utility knife by snapping off dull blade tips. Hold the knife firmly and use the built-in blade snapper or pliers to break off the tip at the scored line. Always snap away from your body to prevent injury. A fresh edge ensures cleaner cuts and prevents excessive force, reducing hand fatigue. Discard used blades safely in a designated container to avoid accidents. Keep extra blades handy so you can swap them out when needed. Screw plywood to stop squeaks. Fix squeaky floors by securing loose plywood with screws. Locate the squeaky area and drive screws through the subfloor into the joists, spacing them every 6-8 inches. This stabilizes movement and eliminates friction between wood layers. Avoid using nails as they can loosen over time. For added reinforcement, apply construction adhesive before screwing the plywood down. If working over carpet, drive screws carefully and cut away excess carpet fibers before installing. A well-secured subfloor ensures a quieter home. Use a mask for dust. Fine dust particles can cause respiratory issues, especially in enclosed spaces. Grandpa always made sure to wear a mask when sanding, sawing, or working with drywall. Choose an N95 or P100 mask for better filtration. Fit the mask snugly around your nose and mouth to prevent leaks. Replace disposable masks regularly and clean reusable ones after heavy use. A well-fitted mask protects your lungs and improves comfort while working. Keep extras in your toolbox so you're always prepared. Prevent ladder dents with spikes. Keep your ladder stable on soft or slippery surfaces by adding spikes. Attach rubber ladder feet with built-in spikes, or drive short screws through the base to create makeshift traction. This prevents the legs from sinking into soil or sliding on wet surfaces. If working on grass, push the ladder firmly into the ground before climbing. On hard surfaces, use rubber mats to improve grip. A secure ladder setup reduces the risk of accidents and provides a solid foundation for any project. Drill off seized nylon nuts. Removing stuck nylon nuts can be a challenge. Use a drill with a metal cutting bit to weaken the nut. Start by drilling a small hole along the side, then gradually widen it until the nut loosens. Apply steady pressure to avoid damaging surrounding components. If the nut is heat fused, a bit of lubricant can help ease removal. Always wear safety glasses to protect against flying debris. If working on sensitive parts, consider using a rotary tool for more precision. Bring your toolbox. Avoid trips. Keeping your toolbox nearby saves time and prevents unnecessary trips back and forth. Grandpa always stressed efficiency. Before starting a job, gather all necessary tools in one place. Use a tool bag or belt to carry essentials like screwdrivers, pliers, and measuring tape. Organize tools so they're easy to grab when needed. This minimizes frustration and keeps you focused on the task. A well-stocked toolbox makes any project smoother, whether you're fixing a squeaky door or installing shelves. Secure knobs with Allen screws. Prevent loose knobs by replacing standard screws with Allen screws. First, remove the existing screw with a screwdriver. Insert an appropriately sized Allen screw and tighten it using an Allen wrench. These screws grip better and are less likely to loosen over time. If the knob continues to slip, apply a drop of thread locking adhesive before securing it. For frequently used doors and cabinets, check periodically to ensure the screws stay tight. A small adjustment now prevents bigger problems later. Stick felt pads to quiet doors. Silence slamming doors by attaching felt pads to the door frame or cabinet edges. Clean the surface first to ensure proper adhesion. Peel the backing off the felt pad and press it firmly onto the spot where the door meets the frame. This softens the impact, reducing noise and preventing dents. If needed, add multiple layers for extra cushioning. Felt pads also work well for drawers, reducing wear and tear. Keep extra pads on hand for quick fixes around the house. Use a sawzall carefully. A reciprocating sawzall, is powerful but requires control. Always wear safety goggles and gloves before use. Hold the saw firmly with both hands and let the blade do the work. Don't force it through the material. For clean cuts, choose the right blade type. Fine-toothed for metal and coarse for wood. If cutting through pipes or nails, use a bimetal blade. Keep a steady hand and let the tool's weight help guide the motion. Cutting too aggressively can lead to uneven results or broken blades. Add water slowly to concrete. Mixing concrete requires precision. Pour water gradually into the dry mix, stirring as you go. Aim for a consistency similar to thick oatmeal. Too much water weakens the final structure, making it prone to cracking. Use a hoe or mixing paddle to blend thoroughly, scraping the bottom to ensure even hydration. If the mix is too dry, add small amounts of water until it reaches the right consistency. Letting the concrete sit for a few minutes before use helps it absorb moisture properly, leading to a stronger set. Bring parts to match at stores. Avoid guesswork by bringing the exact part when shopping for replacements. Before heading out, remove the worn or broken part and place it in a small bag. Compare it side by side with store options to ensure the correct size and type. This trick saves time and prevents multiple trips. If you're unsure, ask a store associate to help identify the best match. Keeping a small container for extra parts at home also helps for future repairs. Drill in reverse on fragile materials. Prevent cracking by starting in reverse when drilling into delicate surfaces like tile, laminate, or thin plastics. Position the drill bit at your mark and apply gentle pressure. Run the drill in reverse at a low speed to create a shallow groove. Once the surface is scored, switch to forward and continue at a slow, steady pace. This method reduces chipping and ensures a clean hole. Using painter's tape over the drilling area adds extra protection. Label electrical circuits. Did you know that you can make troubleshooting easier by labeling your home's electrical circuits? Start by turning off all breakers, then test which outlets and appliances lose power. Use a marker or pre-printed labels to tag each breaker in the panel. Write clear descriptions like kitchen outlets or bathroom lights. This helps you locate the correct circuit quickly when performing electrical work. Keeping a written circuit map near the breaker box is also handy during power outages or home renovations. Velcro power cords to your belt. Keep power cords secure by attaching them to your tool belt with Velcro straps. Wrap the strap around the cord and loop it through a belt attachment or hook. This prevents tripping hazards and keeps cords from dragging on the floor. It also allows easy movement without constantly repositioning extension cords. If you work in tight spaces, securing cords this way reduces clutter and improves efficiency. Adjustable Velcro straps can also bundle cords neatly for storage. Lubricate stuck parts with WD-40. Break free rusted or jammed components by applying WD-40. Spray the lubricant onto the affected area and let it sit for a few minutes to dissolve buildup. For stubborn parts, tap lightly with a rubber mallet to loosen corrosion. If dealing with tight bolts, alternate between tightening and loosening for better movement. Applying lubricant before assembling parts can also prevent future sticking. Keeping a small bottle in your toolbox ensures quick fixes anytime. Wear eye protection. Protect your vision by wearing safety glasses during any task involving dust, debris, or power tools. Choose impact-resistant eyewear for jobs like drilling, sanding, or sawing. For extra protection, use wraparound goggles when working with chemicals or grinding metal. Always inspect your safety glasses for scratches or cracks before use. Keeping an extra pair in your toolbox ensures you never work unprotected. Eyes are irreplaceable, said Grandpa, so make protecting them a habit. For more content like this, click here to subscribe.